Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's crack on.
Jack Harris, thanks for coming on.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
Cracking on, day by day.
Good. So, I'd like to start off with all the guests.
Yeah.
Is sort of we say, go back to your childhood.
Yeah.
What was childhood like for you growing up?
To be fair, childhood was good, you know.
Yeah.
It was good, but there's like mum and dad were always there, close knit family, quite a big family to be honest. A brother, sister, cousins, hundreds of cousins as you imagine.
Yeah.
And we was all very, very close. But like we had the we was raised up to be like best mates.
Yeah.
Rather than, not so much rather than parents, but like there's a border, you get me?
Yeah.
And I think as a kid you love it because everyone's a party and having fun and having a laugh, park and whatnot. But then there's got to be a barrier with you're now best mates or your parents. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And I feel like, without disrespecting my mum and dad, I love my mum and dad, don't get me wrong. I feel like that's where the barrier got crossed. And that's not me blaming them for where I am.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's some kind of link towards it.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because like they obviously had their own addiction problems, like drink and drugs and stuff like that. So it's not so much passed down, but potentially that was normalised.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
It's like a bit of culture, isn't it? Sort of saying, we was the same sort of growing up. It was like, you get together, your barbecues, your weddings, funerals, whatever it is, have a drink.
That's it,
You
innit?
go in people's house, beer in the fridge if you want one.
Yeah.
Drink,
Standard first thing, innit? Yeah, first thing.
And that's it. I think that's kind of sort of like English and British culture, isn't it? Have a drink.
Yeah. Why you're not
go to the
drinking?
pub. Yeah.
Why you're not having a drink? Don't be boring.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
literally like that, like. But yeah, I think like especially me and my old man more so. Like we were literally best mates. Like work together, football together, Xbox together, the gym together, everything, mate. He literally called me his shadow for years, like. And I think if you actually look at his life and then look at my life, dot for dot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. That's it. 'Cause I think on one hand, there's a beautiful thing about it, isn't there? Sort of actually being pals with your parents.
Yeah.
But actually, there's a time where your parents need to be your parents, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, 100%.
I've got my own children. I've got sort of 3 daughters. I have, and then I do want to be their best friend. And I've said to our kids, me and your mum will be the best friend you will ever have.
Yeah.
No one's going to back you. No one's going to support you. No one's going to be your biggest fan like we are. But actually, there has been times where we said to him, actually, I'm not your friend. I'm your dad. Or I'm your mum.
Busy.
Whereas I think my oldest daughter asked once, can I go and do this and do that? I forgot what she said. Or we're saying that to a certain time at night, and we said no. And she said, all the friends are. We said, we don't care.
Yeah.
We sort of said, you're our daughter, you're our duty, and our responsibility. So you will be coming back at this time.
That's it. That's where that's where the morals later on in life come from, then. Though.
Absolutely,
You get me?
Yeah. So when was sort of drinking then started to become a problem for you? Or what?
I wouldn't say a problem, but like again, it was normalised to drink in the house. Like my house, my dad was a DJ, mum was a promoter.
Oh, okay.
So our house was like the party house.
Yeah,
Everyone, like their best mates are DJs. Everyone was back there. That was, again, like you said, that was the culture.
Yeah.
So I was probably drinking in the house 14. All the pals I had at school was drinking in the park, which is literally opposite my house.
Yeah.
14, 15, getting white lightning ciders in the park, and you know how it is.
Good old days.
That's it, man. And for probably 14, 15 onwards, it just gradually got from there. Like I weren't a big drinker, but I was a big drinker when I was younger because that was the easiest thing to get hold of, innit?
Yeah.
But drinking kind of slowed down, and it obviously gradually got into drugs and that then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because again, no, it's again back to culture. It was we were of similar age, and it's like when we was kids, that was the thing to do, wasn't it? You go and play football in the park, and then or it'd be catch up maybe football, then you'd start drinking, or just getting together in the parks and drinking and smoking and doing whatever else.
That's it.
Whereas the kids nowadays, it's more indoors via Xbox, kind of whatever it is, isn't
literally,
it?
Literally, phone constant.
That's it. We can be best friends, but then you can be in your bedroom, and I can be in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Whereas when we was kids, we had to run around to each other and sort of knocking doors, sort of saying, "Is Jack there? Can Jack come out to play?" And this and the other.
To be fair, there's a geezer on TikTok that I've watched that does that same kind of thing, and he teaches his kid how difficult it was growing up. Like we had to physically go and knock on for our pals. And if they weren't there, you go and find them, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Stuff
so
like
true. Is that the black geezer with the big beard?
That's the one, man.
Yeah, I like him.
His son, he's good, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So when you kind of started drinking and stuff with your mates as a young kid, so then where did that sort of lead to?
Obviously, gradually got worse. More house parties. Got in with the wrong crowd, probably.
Yeah.
So stayed in the wrong crowd. My best mate, shall we say? And then house parties got worse.
Mhm.
Drugs come into the equation.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously, like I said before, drugs was in the house anyway. Like I knew about it, and probably shouldn't say the first time I tried drugs was in my house
Okay.
with my parents.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get me? So it's not bad, and I knew it was about it anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I know I could do it with my pals
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a social thing. It started to change. Probably about, I was doing drugs from about 15. Probably started to become a problem, and I was doing it every single like Thursday to Sunday, about 17, 18.
Oh, okay.
When I started going out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
When I
yeah,
started
yeah.
getting into clubs at 18, then it started to become an issue.
Yeah, yeah. What
Yeah.
drugs we're talking about?
I've only ever done cocaine with a problem. Like I've smoked weed and I've
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a little smoke and this and that, but cocaine's the only one I've ever done
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, because it's like that's a mad drug, isn't it? It's like we've called it the devil's dandruff because it's never enough, is it?
No, that's it, man.
And just kind of again, it's a rich man's game, isn't it?
100%. And it's the most expensive drug, and it's the only one you share with everybody else.
Yeah.
You
This is
literally,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
hear that, have a bump of that.
It's a massive social thing, isn't it? And kind of you come up with mad business plans when you want and whatnot.
To solve the world problems.
Yeah, yeah. Until they come down.
Yeah, and
But
then
yeah, so how long was you taking cocaine and stuff for?
I've been about 11 months, just over 11 months clean now. On day
Okay.
339 today.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done 12 months off before.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I was 15, I had my first one. So probably 15 years,
Okay.
give or take, with the
Yeah, yeah,
12
yeah.
months on and off. You know what I mean?
That's a long time, isn't it?
That's
Really.
what I'm saying. Consider I'm 30. Like
Yeah.
it's half my life. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
literally, essentially starting life again. Really, when I've
Yeah.
last become sober. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. So tell us about things like maybe sort of the reasons why you done coke and maybe not quite the benefits of it, but sort of why you was doing it, and then maybe sort of the things maybe that you sort of got into which you probably shouldn't have been doing, and then the bad things about it.
So, what was the first one?
So kind of maybe why you started doing it.
Why I started doing it, because again, it always goes back to the standard that it was normalised. It was like, it was the basis of the party house. Do you know what I mean? And I walked in. Literally, it was my mum, dad, aunt, couple of mates, all in the bedroom, and they was doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them went, "Do you want one?" And I thought, it's obviously very normal. It's a
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like, I'm just going to try it. Why not? And they've always said, if you was going to try something, it's thinking about it now, it's absolutely ridiculous. I'd rather you try it for me, so
Yeah.
I know it's safer, than get it off a random guy and you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And in a sense, I understand the logic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it's sort of
also,
like-
flip side of that, it's absolutely stupid. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, that's the first time I tried it. But then it spirals into bad things, like you start lying to parents, you start lying to your missus, and literally kids. Oh, I was at work longer than I needed to be. When in reality, you weren't. I was sitting in Asda car park, sniffing in the car.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Trying to figure out my fantasy football Premier League team on my own.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like. And obviously it spirals into then depression, anxiety, and
Yeah. Yeah.
as you said, the come down.
Oh, okay. Tell us a bit about that. Then that's sort of like the depression and anxiety around it.
To be fair, I think it's not so much the depression around the coke. Obviously, the come down, the actual drug I dealt with.
Yeah.
Like
that
my
makes sense.
my depression come from, I lost a family member who's like raised as my sister when we was young. I lost her at 20 years old, 21
Wow.
years old, and we grew up like brother and sister. You get
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
And
yeah.
she had diabetes, passed away, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
No, it's good, man. But obviously, even now, like that still gets me, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I never dealt with that, and I masked and I hid behind the drugs.
Yes.
And it topped up more and more, and then since when I lost her, I lost more family members, more friends, so on, and it just got gradually worse. So I think the depression was an underlying factor of never dealing with the grief and trauma
Yeah.
that I actually went through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I've literally never spoken, really. I've tried 3 therapies, well, and I've had 1 session with one, I had 2 with another one because I had to, because of work,
Yeah. Yeah.
like as part of an agreement, and the other one was like therapy sessions paid for by the doctor I had to go to. But I've never dealt with it, like I never
Yeah.
really opened up. I just kind of just brushed it off. Do you know what I mean? And then
I think for a long time now, wasn't it? And it's got better now, but then I'll just say again, for lads of our age, kind of was a case of just get on with it, just crack on.
that's the one.
Yeah, yeah.
Be,
Well,
a,
actually,
be a man up, like.
I think there's something in that to sort of man up and crack on and get on with it. But actually, there's also something for man on and sort of get on with it. But then actually, let's not just leave that there. We've also got to deal with
Yeah,
it.
bring it with you.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
get
yeah.
me? Bring it with you. Deal
Otherwise,
with
it's
it.
gonna follow you anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Bring it with you. Deal with it, but you still crack on.
That's
You know,
it.
You have to just.
And part of the reason why I've sort of started doing this podcast is because I think one, to sort of break stigma from men. Again, I'm a big advocate for men and dads and things like that. But then also sort of actually getting people to talk. Everyone that's come on so far, they've sort of said it's like therapy. It's kind of they don't realise how much it's helped them. But then also I want sort of people to realise that, let's say, you know, someone listening to this could sort of think, I can relate to Jack. Now I'm not on my own, because I know someone like Jack has sort of dealt with this and dealt with that.
That's it.
And I think so. I think just want to help people, really.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. It's exactly why I've started. Obviously, we was talking about the TikTok when we first met. It's exactly why I've started. Obviously, I've been through my stuff, but then also my partner, and there needs to be a stigma around therapy for other people, not just the addict. Obviously, the addict's an issue, but it affects so many people in that circle, mate. It's unbelievable. And the amount of people, I made a video not long ago, and I've had 5 or 6 people. It's not a lot. But that 5 or 6 people is 5 or 6 people we can help. You get me? And they've reached out saying, "Listen, my partner's an addict. My partner's doing this and lying, and how can I be of help?" Yeah,
that's it. Because and that's such a good point, because I think people focus on the addict, but actually the impact and the outcomes it can have. Whereas in terms of addiction, myself, I've never been an addict, but our mum growing up was an addict.
Okay.
So then I can understand and sort of relate to actually the impact it has. Our mum died at 44.
Oh,
I was 26, my sister would have been about 22, 23, my brother would probably been about 18, 19, and it was hard.
Yeah,
then,
I can
not so
imagine.
much the death, but then probably more of her addiction. And again, I'm going to tell my story eventually, but again, addiction, she was an alcoholic, and just the pain from addiction.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Her choices, or lack of good choices, was kind of led to our traumas, really.
Yeah, 100%. It does. There's a massive, not so much stigma. There's no care for it around that.
Yeah,
you know, like yourself, obviously. Sadly, your mum passed away.
Yeah.
There was no, like, really, as far as I'm aware, the care for you. There was no care for my partner when I was putting her through the stuff I was putting her through. Do you know what I mean? But as they say, you got to carry on, ain't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's not right. We need to try and change it if we can.
Yeah, definitely. Because as well, I was going to say was, people said to me, "Oh, Dave, you should go and seek a bit of counselling," because they sort of knew a bit about or they knew about my mum and our story and sort of things that we've experienced. But I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I want to do therapy. It's this, it's that. Well, actually, and then I got to a point where I sort of thought, I'd actually try some therapy, but then I think I'd already dealt with it myself.
Yeah.
So I kind of just sort of brushed it off. But really, it's probably, if I look back, that would be a bit of a regret of mine, is not even trying it.
Yeah, dealing with it a little bit more. Yeah. I'm the same now, to be fair. The counselling side, like I said, I've done a couple of sessions, but this is why I've started this.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm doing videos, I want to try and educate people, but I'm also, like, every day I'm going to vent and I'm going to say, this is Dave, so and so, and today, and like use it as my form of therapy. You get me? And this could be the same kind of thing for
definitely.
whoever.
Nice. So tell us about, like, in terms of, say, cocaine, kind of what's addictive about it and sort of why people might do it.
The reason that people do it, I think anyway, and from what I know, is that first one.
Yeah.
Maybe not the very first one, but your first bag, your first couple of times when you're out with your pals. The dopamine hit off, the buzz off it, mate, is like you're flying. You're absolutely buzzing. Don't get me wrong. I've never said to someone, if you want to try it, don't not try it. I don't want people to try it.
Yeah.
But obviously, people are probably going to do it. Like, the amount of people that do this drug is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
From all walks of life as well.
And like, I've been on the flip side of it, and I've been best mates with dealers. You say best mates.
Yeah.
And I have dropped to teachers, policemen, MPs. Mate, I've dropped to everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not me specifically, but I've been there.
Yeah.
The amount of people, mate, that do it is unbelievable. So you're never going to stop people doing it.
No.
And they chase that buzz, but you were never ever going to get that first one.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it just spirals and spirals and spirals.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a problem when it's like, I'll have one this week because I'm feeling good. I'm going out with the pals, and it becomes a social thing. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
It becomes a problem when you start masking feelings from it.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, I've had a shit day today, I'm going to have one.
Yeah.
I've had a shit week at work, or I'm going to have one. And then it starts, like, hiding feelings, and it takes over. And that's where you lose control of them. You get me?
A couple of our mates was sort of struggled with it, to be fair. And then, again, the circles I was in, it'd been more of like a social thing. Whereas, and some people, like, once you get 1 or 2 beers in, it's like,
Yeah.
Need a sniff, need a booster,
That's
need this, and it would happen. But then whereas it was a kind of like take it or leave it during the week, but on weekend you sort of get on it and spend loads of money, run the house. But then we knew it become a problem for some of the lads. Whereas they was at home with the missus, having a booster. There was sort of going to work, having a booster,
Having
things
a boost
like
at work, yeah.
and then we sort of thought that's not right now.
It's all fun and games, mate, until you're at work and you've got to look the gaffer dead in the eye and say you're all right.
Yeah,
You're sweating buckets and pupils are gone. It's like I've done it at work. I've like done removals a lot of the time. I've been a PT. I've done loads. But one time I was at work with my old man carrying a wardrobe down the stairs.
Yeah.
It's absolutely sweating buckets because I've not long had one in the van.
Yeah.
And the customer's staring at me, and I'm like heavy breathing because I'm paranoid and the anxiety is going mad, and it becomes not enjoyable. Basically, you think it's all fun and when you're bumping, and it's like I'm a geezer and that, but it's not, man. It's not. It's not all that.
That's it. So then, would you be taking cocaine then to know about some addicts? An addict said to me before was, let's sort of say, Dad, if you get up in the morning, for you to feel normal, you might have a shower and brush your teeth, and then you kind of feel right and good to go for the day. Whereas some addicts, they've got to they wake up this is normal, but then this is where they are, and they need to have like a bump or a boost or a drink or whatever kind of their
100%
their touch is to be normal, and it's not to get a buzz, it's just to be sort of
100%. They call it what's it called? Active addict.
Oh, okay,
active addict. So you're walking about like everything's normal, but really functional. That's the one.
Yeah.
So you're walking about like everything's sound and fine and dandy, but in reality you're on a booster. Like I used to say I had 1 gram. I'd have whatever I did through the day. I'd always save 1 just before I went to bed for whatever reason. That don't make no sense. And then I'd save 1 for that exact reason in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd wake up. I'd have my breakfast first to make sure I get something in me because I probably won't eat for the rest of the day after that. I have a bump just before I'd leave the house. So like you said, bring your levels back. And you kind of functional then. You kind of crack on with the day.
Because it's funny you say that as well. You sort of say it's kind of save 1 for bed, like a nightcap kind of thing. Whereas, is that then because you built your tolerance up? Whereas the sort of say coke is known to sort of keep you up, isn't it? And sort of keep you social and keep you busy and chatty. Whereas if you have one before bed, when you're going to bed, you're kind of doing the opposite, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%. Like in reality, you should do one before bed, and you should be like wide-eyed, staring at the roof. You know what I mean? Like I've been there. I've stared at it, just not slept till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because of that. But 9 times out of 10, it was one before bed to kind of level me out, suppress the feelings of, I'm going to regret this tomorrow, blah blah blah. You kind of suppress the feelings. You go to bed, and everything's good. You knowing that you're going to wake up and you're going to have one anyway. Yeah. So you're going to suppress it again.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? And again, how sort of people sort of take to different drugs for different reasons, and it kind of has different needs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I get that.
So then, you use coke was sort of your touch or your tickle for about 15 years.
Yeah.
What are the sort of then was the downsides to sort of you being a coke addict for 15 years?
Mostly, like I said earlier, mostly the effect of other people.
Yeah.
Obviously, it affected me, my health problems. I lost load. Like I'm quite a gym head. I love the gym. Like I said, PT. I lost a lot of weight. I got down to I think it was like just over 9 stone. So I was skinny, scrawny. Head wasn't working. I was just rough, to be fair. So that's obviously a bad side. But then it affected kids. Like I wasn't present in their life. And they could see that. They was literally, my daughter more so was mentioning it to like, where's daddy, why is he not doing this, how come he's always out, and this and that. And obviously that gets to you after a bit. And then my partner, like I've been with my partner 11 years, man. I've put her through some stuff. So not like nothing violent, nothing drastic, but like emotional trauma for no reason whatsoever. Like she's been golden. Do you know what I mean? But obviously through my own problems, I've put her through trauma that she's never been able to deal with her own stuff. Because she's always been there for me, you get me? And she's had a lot happen to her, to be fair. So it's a massive bad side. Like she's forgotten herself to look after me.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it must be said then it's kind of probably got to be credit to her though, in terms of why you're sort of sitting here today, kind of
the
sort of the man that you are.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Oh, everything to her, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Everything. Like she literally, at one point, the last time I broke down, like the last time I touched it, saved my life because I was done then. Like I broke down mentally, shaking, crying. I don't know whether you've ever seen her now and have a mental breakdown, but I was done. Like I was telling her like I'm finished. Let me go. Like I'm off. Obviously, she never let me go. Locked the door and never let me out. And since that, obviously grew to now like 300 and something days in. Like.
Oh, okay. So then, but yeah, did you? So where was the point then where you sort of hit sort of rock bottom and you sort of thought, nah, I've got to change, or this is it now?
Yeah. The day I made a video about it recently. To be honest, it was about I got a packet in, obviously phone the dealer, drop off. I used to drop it off in a letterbox.
Okay.
At the front door. Bear in mind, the kids lived in the house. The kids weren't in the house when it was happening.
Yeah.
But my kids live in that house, like so people now know where I live.
Yeah.
Used to drop it off, and I had that one, but she found it, flushed it, pissed off, obviously angry with whatever. Somehow, she had my phone, took my phone off me because she knew I was active.
Yeah.
Sniffing anyway. Somehow I managed to get on, however I got on, messaged the dealer again, got another one. And then she took my dog down, found the second one, come up, so what are you doing, blah, 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 arguments and that. And then, however I done it, I managed to get another one.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, I'm done, I'm sorry, I'm going to go for a walk, clear my head, I'll come back. But in reality, I was sneaking out to get that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then she said, okay, let me just take the dog down and let me check the letterbox, actually, she said. And then if there's nothing there, you can go. So she went down, obviously it was in there, stupidly put it in the same place rather than, do you know what I mean? But thankfully she found it. And obviously she gave me the ultimatum then. It's either us and the kids or it's drugs and probably death. Like that's the point where I was at, like I was close to that anyway. And obviously she didn't want to see me go through that as a father of the kids. I'm hoping anyway. But yeah, that was the moment, like broke down when she said to me, like, you'll never see your kids again if this is the case. And I couldn't, as a man, I couldn't tolerate not seeing my kids again. Even though I was doing what I was doing, and I knew she had the right to say that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To be fair, then kind of respect and credit to you, because there's a lot of people out there who could sort of relate to that, but then also sort of tell a story of they chose the drugs.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know. I do be disrespectful too much or whatnot, but then probably our mum probably chose her addiction. Well, say chose her addiction. That's not the right way of putting it, but
chose the substance over.
Yeah. Or it was too strong for her to sort of
to
sort of say no to whatever it is, and then kind of what happened. But yeah, so kind of massive credit to you, really.
There's a saying that you'll never change. Like people always come to me and say, like, what can I do? What can his parents do? Do you know what I mean? You can't. You physically can't do nothing. You give them the choice, and then it's on them. You can only change an addict if they want to change. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's so true. Because I'd sort of, again, as a kid, scream and shout at mum, sort of say, just stop it, and stop drinking, and you got to be doing this, and you should be like this as a mother. But then, again, I've not got an addictive brain, so I don't understand the sort of how that brain works, or kind of, I don't know, the sort of the trouble and trauma that you're going through to maybe not choose that thing to have.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
or
it.
that sort of devil on your shoulder sort of saying.
It is literally like an angel and a devil, mate.
Sniff or whatever it is.
Yeah, it is literally like that. Like the cartoons, like you pop up.
Yeah.
Don't do it, you want to see your kids? Nah, go and have another one, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So kind of, how long do you say you've been clean for? 11 months?
Yeah, just over, it's on 339 days today.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Whatever that equals out to. I've got the I'm Sober app. It does tell you, but.
Yeah. Okay, wicked. So then what kind of like your sort of mechanism now or strategies to sort of keep yourself strong and sort of beat the battles?
Perfectly honest, I haven't got nothing.
Yeah.
I know this is probably different to everybody else.
Yeah.
But I try and make this not a stigma as well. Like I try and talk about this because, like we said earlier, the amount of people that do it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you can't hide from it. Like it's you go to the toilet, you got a social family event at Down the Boozer.
Yeah.
It's going to be there.
Yeah, no doubt
about
it.
So my reality thinking was, what's the point in locking myself? Like I put myself away for a couple of weeks just to normalise myself. But then after that, I thought, what's the point in hiding? Because then you're going to hide from it for I don't know, say a year, and you're going to go out, and that's the first temptation after a year.
Yeah.
Then you're in a whole world of trouble, like. Yeah. So I thought, let's just face it. Let's just go and face it, and then we'll deal with it day by day, like.
Yeah.
So I live day by day, essentially.
Yeah. Nice. Because I think you're spot on there. Whereas I think to sort of put yourself away for a little bit and to kind of get your head right is absolutely the right thing to do. Whereas kind of you can't hide from it forever.
Nah.
So you need to be able to sort of have the test and the strength to sort of say, yes, it's there, yes, it's available. Actually, I'm going to turn around and go that way. If it's, I don't know, there's lads in that cubicle, I'm going to go to the toilet later on, or use a different cubicle.
Yeah, 100%.
Rather than sort of thing.
And the power of, it sounds cringy saying it, but the power of the word no is massive. Like, people struggle to say no to anything in life.
Yeah,
so just learn how to say no, and it can help you so much, man.
Yeah. I was told again, I work with kids in care, and sort of I used to work with kids that sort of was abused, and sort of in the grooming gangs and all that kind of, we called it child sexual exploitation.
Okay.
And then I said to some of the girls I work with, I only had 2 girls at the time, 2 daughters. So I said, how do I be a good dad? And I used to sort of say, teach them the word no.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And she sort of said, look, us girls, we couldn't say no to the nonsense and the madness, and look where we are.
Yeah. It's madly powerful, man.
Yeah.
You don't think it's just knowing it. Like,
yeah.
It's a normal word, but it's so powerful, man.
So true. And again, I think just kind of praise and credit to you for sort of having the strength to sort of say, I can be around it, so I'm still going to put myself in certain situations, but I'm going to say no and do what's
I felt like I had to, really, because it sounds a bit sad, really. I ain't got like loads of mates. I've got loads of people that I equate to, and loads of people like I've always played football with the same people, go out with the same people. Do you want to pause while that's going across? But yeah, it's a bit of a mad one. Everyone's having a right good stare, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'd always go out with the same people, interact with the same people, like work with the same people, and when I go out for family events, then people were close to my family, because like I said, it was a social thing. So I'm always going to be around the same people, whether I like it, unless I cut everyone off. Which doesn't sit right with me, to be honest, because I feel like but then you're not giving them a chance. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just thought, you've got to face it, because otherwise you're going to have not no one, but you're cutting all your life out just for the sake of having no temptation. Like.
And I think as humans and people, we sort of do need that kind of human interaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you lock yourself in your bedroom for the rest of your life, you become a bloody, I don't know, hermit. You're
gonna have different kind of problems if you lock yourself.
There you go.
Different kind of problems.
And when you come across someone, you can't have a conversation, you can't talk, you can't do whatever.
I know people that have done it. Usually from the weed, to be fair. They get a bit paranoid, lock themselves away, and then it all becomes like you're in a whole world of shit, shall we say.
But in terms of weed and stuff, isn't it? That's become sort of normalised. If someone was walking down the path here now and sort of stops with smoking a spliff, I probably wouldn't judge him at all.
Nah, not even a little bit.
But then actually, lads that we grew up with, you know, smoked it for a long, long time, and they're fucked in the head now.
One of my dad's best mate at the time, he always smoked. Like, my dad he still does now, like little bits, not massively, but he was a big smoker, and he ended up hanging himself, to be honest. He went doolally, he smoked way too much, went a bit nuts, locked himself away, ended up killing himself, said he couldn't do it, blah blah blah. But it all depends on how much you're doing. Like in terms of weed, I think. I don't know the ins and outs of weed, but I feel like it's got a lot more benefits than it does negative weed. Do you know what I mean? There's obviously negatives to it, because it's a drug, no matter what, whatever way you bat about it, like. But
but I had a guest on, to be fair. She was anonymous, kind of a bit different, but then she was stage 4 cancer, and she swears by CBD saved her life. And I know other people that have had struggles with cancer, and I think a woman that we know, I won't say people's names, but then she was given, I think, a couple of months to live, and a sinner walking up and down out on High Street.
You joking?
I swear to God, I thought, wow. If ever sort of anyone close to me has them issues, I'm going to be recommending CBD.
Just there, just chonging, like,
just chilling. I saw one of them dreadlock hats on.
String vest, like.
But that's it. Well, again, each to their own, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So what would you say life has taught you?
Just to live by day, just enjoy it day by day. There's no point putting pressure on anything. And if you're getting stressed by something, give yourself 5 minutes and just go back to it, man. There's no point. Stress and anxiety is what most people struggle with in life. From watching from afar, it's taught me that you're worried about problems of tomorrow and next week. What's the point when you've got problems right now? Deal with today, And so yeah, life's taught me to enjoy it and live day by day and just be present.
Because I seen something a couple of years ago and I thought about it and I thought it's so true. And I started living my life by it. Sort of, you worry about the controllables, what you can control.
That's it.
You can't control, for example, who walks through this park or who does whatever else in this park, but you can control where you are and what you do in this park, for example.
Yeah.
So actually, you only worry about you and your actions and not anything else that you can't control.
That's it.
Does that make sense? So yeah, nice. Have you got any advice for people struggling or young people?
Open up.
Yeah?
Just open up, man. Just don't bottle it. Like you said, bring it with you and deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't leave it behind and cage it away, because it's only going to come with you. It's only going to haunt you.
Yeah, so true.
Open up, talk. Even if you're talking to like your best mate, just get it off your chest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because again, there's something in talking, isn't it? A problem shared is a problem halved.
100%.
And again, you went carrying that. I've done this for a long time in my life, and it kind of, once I eventually started to talk, I actually sort of thought, wow, this is actually a good little thing. And I'm only I'd sort of say, I don't know, minor stuff or just a little bit about how I was feeling, but actually it helped so much. So much.
Even if your thing is like YouTube and TikTok, like this since I've started this, I've only started say a month. I've only been talking for this long, and I feel like there's a weight lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
And I've never been into therapy and that, but I'm not really talking to anyone.
That's
but I'm talking to everyone.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it kind of like it releases you a little bit, and you feel like breath of fresh air just saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it. So that might be a good sort of strategy or technique for people, isn't it? Sort of,
especially like you said, the younger lot.
Yeah, or talk in the mirror.
Yeah.
Even
so.
That's it. Nice. What would you say is the best advice you've been given?
Been given. I don't know, to be honest. Like I said, my brain don't really work as much. Best advice given is probably that it's gonna pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. My granddad once said to me, "You've got problems now, yeah. Somebody will always be worse, and it will pass. If you deal with it, it will pass. If you don't deal with it, it will pass."
Yeah. It's all true though, isn't it? I seen something. I think it was Tom Hanks, and he talks about problems, and he says pretty much that. He says, "This too shall pass."
Yeah.
Whether it's a good time, a bad time, an okay time, he sort of said, no matter what it is, this too shall pass.
It will pass eventually.
Yeah. And then you just kind of keep rolling and sort of on to the next.
Yeah.
Which I think is so true. Again, nothing lasts forever, isn't it? If we was having a sort of really happy moment now, again, it's going to be over eventually, and then the next moment's going to be happening.
That's
whatever that is, good, bad, or something.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's the one.
But nice. What would you say is your greatest achievement?
I reckon there's flip sides to that, because greatest achievement is the reason why I'm here now. I reckon is beating what I've beat mentally. Not beat it yet, because it's a lifetime thing now.
Yeah.
But from where I was shaking, crying on the bed, saying I'm done, I'm going to kill myself, to being here now, trying to help people, I feel personally it's a massive thing. But then my greatest achievements is probably my children. Definitely. Nice. Because they're like good, well-mannered, polite, caring kids. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, they're obviously feral. The young, do you know what I mean? They're young kids, like they have their mad moments and they send me crazy. Of course, of course, that's part of growing up, isn't it? Like we've sent my mum and dad nuts, boxing each other up, and is what it is. But yeah, they're good kids. Yeah. And I feel like that's a testament to the mum, and I'm hoping I don't really remember a lot from that, but I'm hoping that I've installed some kind of mannerisms and stuff like that. So I feel like that's a good achievement, and it's only going to get better for me, really. Yeah, nice. Because I think that's kind of our job as parents, isn't it? Is ultimately just to raise good people. That's it. Kind of we say to our sort of kids, don't care if you work in Macca's, you become a solicitor, you're a business owner, or I don't know, whatever else, it wouldn't be seen as, you know, a kind of a great job. It doesn't matter to us. Nah. Are you happy? And kind of, are you a good person? Yeah, that's it. Anything else doesn't matter. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. As long as you feel like you've lived your life happy. Yeah. I ain't bothered. Yeah, just so true. So true. Have you got a favourite quote or saying? Just loads, to be honest, mate. Absolutely loads. But I like the grass is greener where you water it. Yes. To be honest. Do you know what? I think my first guest, James Norton, he said that. Always like that, yeah. Because you dot about from social groups to social groups and this and that, thinking, oh, nah, they're no good for me, this. But sometimes it's worse just moving on. Yeah. So just water yourself, feel yourself, make your surroundings better.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Go from there.
Nice. 3 fundamentals you live by?
Again, it's a difficult one again because I go day by day.
Yeah.
But like I said, be a good person.
Yeah.
Smile and be happy. I feel like it's a massive one because it's easy just to make someone's day just by smiling at them.
Exactly.
And
you never know. Tomorrow never comes. It could be the last day.
Yeah, literally, that's it.
So I appreciate it.
Something, just being caring. Just like you said, be a good person.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice. So, when all is said and done, how do you want to be remembered? That seems a bit deep and dark.
That's mad. Yeah, it's mad. How do I want to be remembered? First and foremost, good partner, Dad.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love that.
And then, I don't know, kind of same mission as you. Really, I want to help people. I want to be remembered for just trying.
Yeah.
Trying to, even if I don't ever help anyone, I've tried to help someone. Do you get me? Like I put myself out there and I've really give it a go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what you can do, isn't it? So at least then in your sort of heart and your soul, whether you connected and reached out to people or not, well, actually, you've tried.
Yeah,
that's what you can do.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Nice. So ultimately, would you say you're happy?
Yeah. Right now, yeah. I mean, by far the best place I've ever been. 100%.
That's again, and that's I think kind of goes unsaid too much, isn't it? Where people strive for happiness and should be.
Yeah.
Because again, when you're happy or happiest, happy, you're going to be your best self.
Yeah.
And you're going to sort of do better by yourself and others.
And so hopefully, if you're happy, people around you are happier.
Yeah.
Which brings you up.
Yeah.
Brings everyone up around you.
Nice. So I'll do this thing, whereas I'll ask every guest to ask a question for the next guest.
Okay.
So I'll give you a minute to think about that. But the last guest, which was Andrew Tinkler,
I think I've seen him, you know.
Have you?
Yeah, TikTok.
I've
seen him about it,
Yeah, he was good, he was, to be fair. And he kind of touched on some of the things you talk about, because again, he was a former addict. That's what I wanted to ask, actually, and I've said this to a few addicts. Would you class yourself as an addict or a former addict?
Addict.
An addict?
Yeah.
Because then I spoke to different addicts, and then they've said different things, so I find it kind of interesting. So whereas some have sort of said, I was born an addict. Whereas some people think the addiction forms over time.
Yeah, so I'd say your addiction forms over time.
Yeah.
Through many different things.
Yeah.
But addiction's a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, sometimes it's generationally passed down, sometimes it's your own choices. But, like I said, I've done 12 months before.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, I'm done. I'm not an addict no more.
Yeah.
And I relapsed. And I was an addict again.
Okay,
and then, so you can never class yourself as not a recovering addict, because from now until, if you use again, you're an addict again.
Yeah.
Straight away. So you have to be recovering for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Because a good man I used to work with, Phil, lovely bloke, I think he's going to come on eventually and tell his story. He's an ex-football hooligan, ex-addict or addict. And then when we worked together, he always had to have, I think it was his Golden Virginia tobacco, and I think it was called a Boost, like an energy drink.
Yeah.
And I say to him, Phil, why have you always got to have these? And quite a bit older than me, he'd say, son, I'm an addict.
Literally.
He sort of says, he said to me, I'm not drinking anymore and doing everything, all the other drugs, but he sort of says, this is my new addiction.
Serious.
Yeah. He sort of says, I've just had to turn my addiction to something more positive where I'm not hurting myself and everyone around me.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I sort of thought, wow.
That's
kind of blew my mind a little bit and sort of thought, oh, okay, so you're kind of still battling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in an everyday battle, like you say yourself.
When you're an addict, it's something in your brain. It's like compulsive.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the training.
Yeah.
I stopped doing the drugs and I went mad. And it was 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. And I was training. And obviously it become too much.
Yeah.
And you have to dial it down.
Yeah.
And now I'm on the monsters. It's a new habit. And it's always been a bit of a habit, but now, like, it's just took over, and it'll always be a cycle until you kind of suppress it as much as you can.
Yeah. But then that's be a good advice for people, isn't it? Whereas, kind of, if you are struggling with addiction, kind of sort of make a sub on the sort of the addiction that you've got. Whether it's alcohol, drugs, whatever it is, actually try and switch it up for something more positive or less damaging.
Yeah, like a lot of alcoholics swap it for 0%.
Yes.
So you still kind of get the feeling. You can go out of the boozer, you can drink. It looks like you're drinking a beer.
Yeah.
So you don't get the judgment of, oh, you're a geezer.
Yeah.
You're drinking, I don't know, you're drinking lemonade or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You've got a beer in your hand, but
That's
it's
it.
not alcohol. It's not harmful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's what Andrew Tinkler said. That he sort of said now, once I sort of got past that, so many demons, he sort of said now I can sit in a pub, have a couple of zero alcohol drinks, and he sort of said I'll have a couple, but then he sort of no, that's my point. I've got to go.
That's it. Yeah.
And I sort of thought that's actually really good as well. And again, I think it just shows great strength of character and strength sort of within himself to be able to do that.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, definitely.
So, and I was like, yeah, credit.
To be able to face it and go out and have a drink without actually ordering a drink is massive credit to him.
This is it. So he talk about a story where he kind of come home from work one day and his missus was stuck at the cupboard or something and got out sort of some alcohol and left it on the floor. But then, and he sort of said sometimes it'd be like sort of get their way and just be fine, but he sort of said it really triggered him.
Yeah.
And he sort of said, that's got to be gone right now. And I just sort of thought about that, and I believe things happen for a reason, and you are sort of where you're supposed to be for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
If that makes sense. And
yeah, no, 100% it makes
kind of
sense.
said to him, whereas that happened for a reason to sort of show you have the strength
to
be able to do that.
He had the strength to make that choice and say there and then, like, on the spot, like, this is going to happen now. Because if not, I'm drinking.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that, isn't it?
Like you said with yourself though, isn't it? You kind of, now you still sort of put yourself in certain circles and environments, whereas you know it's going to be around.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you have the strength to sort of say, yeah, I'm just going to go and talk to him over there for a minute.
Yeah.
That's happening over there.
No, don't get me wrong, there'll always be temptation.
Yeah.
Because it's always there.
Yeah.
But it's battling the demons, the urges.
Yeah.
Just tell yourself, just mentally, day by day, just go, no, can't do it, man.
Yeah, nice. So the question from Andrew Tinkler was, if you could go back in time and change something, what would it be?
Change something. Well, obviously I wouldn't be taking drugs, for starters.
But there's a little thing to that as well though, because then I think, if you didn't go through the battles and the addiction and the demons and the trauma and everything else of that, would you be the person you are today?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose you could flip that on most things. Because I was going to say maybe the cousin that I lost, her sister.
Yeah, okay.
I could maybe have dealt with, because towards the end of her life we was going through a lot of trauma, like a lot of arguments, and she was having her own mental breakdowns, and we kind of distanced because of the kids, and maybe I could have handled that situation better. But like you say, if you're going to flip it, you could also say, well, if that never happened, you wouldn't be here now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I strongly believe that. I think now at sort of 39, I think I'm quite a decent, solid person. But then I think I probably wouldn't be without my own battles. If that makes sense. So again, it's kind of which would you? Right, and so have you got a question for the next guest?
Mine was going to be similar to Andrew's, to be fair. But I'll go. If you could ask your 10-year-old self, or tell your 10-year-old self something, what would it be?
Okay, nice. Right, then. So when someone asks a question, I always chuck it back at them.
Go on.
So if you could tell
we're ready for that one then. 10-year-old self.
Yeah.
I reckon stick at football a little bit more, man. Because I reckon I could have done half decent.
Really.
But then when you get to a certain age and you're firing goals and drinking, all this, it goes out the pan.
Yeah.
But take life a little bit more serious whilst having fun, if that makes sense. Obviously you got to have fun, you got to enjoy it. But focus on something, take it serious as well.
That's so true. And again, how many young English boys can sort of relate to that? Because as soon as you said it, I thought, that's exactly me. I was a decent footballer. And I sort of thought, if I concentrated more and kind of knuckled down, whereas when I got to like 15, 16, 17, 18, could have maybe done a little something. Or actually, then the drink and drugs come in, and the girls and whatnot, and you kind of think, the football can sort of...
Yeah, can we have a little side part. Like.
And then before you know it, you're playing Sunday mornings with, against blokes who are just being sick.
Just rolled out the boozer. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing now.
Yeah. And that's it, isn't it? And it's a shame sometimes. But again, is that happen for a reason?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
But so, anything else you want to
add? I don't think so. Just keep going, man. Just breaking stigma. I enjoy that. I watched Andrew's one. No, not Andrew's one. There was another addict you had on, and I watched that one. Patrick, that's the one. I watched that this morning, and I like the idea.
Yeah.
The idea is good, man. You've got something going.
Yeah.
I think you've got something going, mate.
Let's work together again. We can collab again. Do whatever it is.
100%.
Let's support each other. shout out your socials and whatnot. People want to sort of reach out
so
to you.
it's Jack's Journey on TikTok. Just go and have a look, see what you think, see if you can relate.
Yeah. Definitely recommend it. He tells his story daily of sort of his battles and his journey and whatnot. Honest lad. So yeah, give him a shout out, give him a follow.
Appreciate it.
Jack, nice one, brother.
Lovely to meet you, man.
Appreciate it.
Love you.